Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to a Saturday morning new project reveal. But yeah, I thought I'll come in. I got this car a few days ago. I haven't really had a chance to do any sort of introduction on it, any filming, any looking around it. So I thought, you know what, let's come in on a Saturday morning for you guys for another video this afternoon to watch. Yeah, on a Saturday afternoon. So that'll be good. So yeah, it's a new project, guys. And like I said, I picked it up a few days ago. Just ain't had time to show you. So let's get into it. I'll bring it inside. Let's see what we got. I'll have a look around, see what the damage is. We'll go from there. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys. So I just bought the new project in. Let's show you what we've got and see what you think. So, yeah. It's another little Ford KA. Now, I didn't intentionally go out and look for this type of car, but I'm always looking every single day at the auctions to see what is coming through. I spend a lot of time at night going through the auctions, checking cars, looking at cars and stuff like that. This one popped up about 2 weeks ago, and they sit on the auction until the actual auction day is due. Do you know what I mean? So it gives you a chance to look at the cars, look over them, look around them, check the pictures, do your search, do your research on them, stuff like that. This is what happened with this one, and I kept watching it every single day, and no bids until the very day that it was on the auction block going through. It started getting bids, and I thought, do you know what? I think this is going to go really low. Like really, really low. So on the auction day itself, watching the auction and it come up, and I managed to win it, obviously because it's here, but I managed to win it for £400 plus fees. So I think it was like 650, 700 quid out the door, 680 I think out the door. So yeah, all in. And obviously, you know, it doesn't cost me anything to go and get the vehicles because I've got my own trailer. So yeah, here it is. It is a 2009 Ford KA 1.2. Obviously the same engine as the Fiat. It is a Fiat engine, but obviously Ford put their little front cover on it. Yeah, I'll show you the damage. So looking through the pictures at the auction, initially I thought that this has had some sort of front damage, hit, knock, but I don't think it has. Now, the reason why I thought that is because the absolute state of this bumper, it's a mess. There's peeling going on, there's cracking in the lacquer and paint. Now, I've found out since I've had the car, I've found out why this is happening. And basically, this bumper used to be a silver one. Now, someone's painted the bumper, but haven't keyed, hasn't really rubbed it right back, just sprayed over the silver bumper. So that's why we've got all this peeling here. Like you can feel that's smooth lacquer. So they've not even taken the lacquer off of the actual bumper and then just painted straight over it, which is terrible. So yeah, so that's basically what's going on with the front bumper. We've got to sort that out. But let's get into the damage where the actual accident was. And then let me know what you think. So this is a category N. This is a category N non-structural damaged car. Now, that is part of the structural of the vehicle. So why this isn't a Cat S, I don't know. I think if it was a Cat S, probably would have stayed away from it. But because it is a Cat N and it's very little, I've got to be honest, there's no real damage to the inside of the actual filler cap or anything like that. It's just a little knock in here. And they've cracked the bumper. So we will need to replace the whole back bumper because that piece is missing. But there's literally like hardly anything there, like actually. So yeah, now I know there's going to be people thinking and probably commenting, well, yeah, it's a Cat N because it's the value, or it's a Cat S because it's the value. The value of the vehicle has nothing to do with whether or not it's a structural damaged car or a non-structural damaged car. If that is the case, then there must be a massive reform in the way that salvage cars are done and listed and insuranced, looked at, because that doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. I can't get my head around that theory. So, yeah, it is a Cat N, and I'm grateful for that, because it's going to be a lot easier to sell saying that it's a Cat N. We have got 2 keys. There's no remote, but it does come with the 2 keys, so that's good. I'll show you the inside, which is mediocre, not that bad. Seen worse, and I've seen a lot cleaner, like that one there. That one's really, really clean. And this one, it's not that bad, but this seat doesn't move. So, it does. Got no paperwork with this one, guys. Nothing. No books, no service history. Absolutely nothing is with this car. Apart from the 2 keys. There's a lot of rubbish down there. A few CDs, a few bits of crap and that down there, but, it is what it is. And the boot. It's cleanish. We haven't got a parcel shelf. That's missing. I don't know if I had one of them, I'll check. I might have one of them. No spare wheel. A few bits of makeup brushes. I don't like touching things, I've got to be honest with unless I've got gloves on. But it looks like there's a towing eye and a screwdriver to go with the car. Anything else is just rubbish. So yeah, that's that. Obviously we're going to have to take the whole bumper off and have a look at that damage to see what's it like behind there. We'll do a damage assessment in another video. This is just a introduction video to the actual car. But again, really quick. Like this ain't going to be sort of sitting around for ages. It's not going to take too long. Couple of days work, just going all over it, cleaning it all up. Going to check the timing belt. Going to check all that as well, guys, just to make sure, that we might have to change that as well. But I'll see how we go. What's this? Dude, that could be some sort of scan tool, Don't know. There's no underneath seat. I've already checked. No, nothing underneath there. There's no compartment, so I can't check to see if there's anything going on down there. But yeah, the back seats, to be honest with you, the back seats ain't that bad. A little bit mouldy there, you can see that, but it just needs a good clean and a good sort out. The seats are the back seats are all right, but they will get done. Like everything else will get done. The seats will all get done. Clean it all up. This stereo is missing a few buttons here. Well, not missing the buttons, but they're worn away. I think I've got one of these stereos, a spare one, kicking around. I might change that over. I don't know if they've coded to the car. I'll have to check that. But I'll show you the bonnet. Let's have a look at that. Right, so this is the KA Studio edition. Basically means it's got a little bit less things like air conditioning, no spotlights. So it's a real basic one, still a 1.2 petrol engine. So really good on fuel and stuff like that, but it's got no, I think it's got electric windows, it must have. Yeah, we've got electric windows. No, we ain't. We haven't got electric windows. Wow, it's really basic. We got the old windies. Right, okay. And the little turny mirrors. Actually, that ain't working. I have to get that working. But yeah, very it is very basic, isn't it? So yeah, let's have a look at the engine again. We're holding, obviously the coolant is holding. So you can see that, you know, it needs a little bit of a top up, but it's still holding well. It's pretty clean, I've got to be honest. You know, the engine bay's all right. Battery is completely dead, so I'm going to have to jump it to get it going. I think we've got another issue with the starter motor. We had another one of these. Do you remember the blue one I had? The tattoo version, which sold really quick. That one, we had the same issue with the actual. I'm trying to do this at the same time. Hold on. Okay. I know you don't like it. There's no power in it. Right, let me show you. So, the actual, you can hear it, ready? Oh, no, don't do it. How comes it don't? It might be just because it's been sitting around for a while. God, he won't do it now, will it? Typical. Anyway, if it does it, if it does it again over the next couple of days or whatever, I'll keep checking and trying it. We will be doing a new starter motor because that was what it was before. So we'll do it. Let's have a look at the mileage. Quite low. 63,831 miles. And nearly 3/4 of a tank of fuel. So, yeah, like I said to you before, guys, this company that I use do not pull the fuel out of their cars like Copart does. Now, I've recently found out why Copart do that. And the reason is because Copart pull the fuel, petrol and diesel out of their vehicles because they say it's a safety issue. It's not. They're actually thieving the petrol and the diesel out of the vehicles to sell to the employees that work at the Copart yards. And they basically sell the fuel £1 for every 5 litres they take. £1 for 5 litres. They are actually robbing that fuel out of the cars. And they seem to get away with it. Now, whether or not that will change in the future, once it gets out there, I don't know. But that is exactly what happens at Copart. And that's just one thing. And that's why I don't use them, guys. I just don't like using them. Just don't trust them. If they're doing that kind of thing, what else are they doing? It's just unbelievable. So that is why I don't use Copart. So, yeah, this is, you know, it's going to be a nice little car once I'm done. So basically, the plan with this one is obviously do the service, check the timing belt. Going to go all over that, check that if that needs doing. Obviously, you can see that it's come down here. So at some point, someone has rather pulled that back or it's actually been changed. So I do want to get in there. It's got very low mileage, 63,000 miles. How many times will someone do a timing belt? I'd only say probably once that someone will do a timing belt on this. So if they have, they've replaced the original one. So it's definitely not the original one, but we will be checking that. I'll take the cover off, turn the engine over and try and find the markings on the actual belt to see if it's an original Ford or it's a replacement. So, yeah, we've got to do all that. The actual front bumper, like I said to you, is just destroyed. It's just mullered, you know what I mean? The only way to do it is 2 ways of doing it. Rub it all back and get my painter, to repaint this bumper completely, right? Rubbing all back straight away takes time. Trust me, I've done it. And it's not a great job, I've got to be honest, rubbing it back. So, this morning, before I come in here, I went off and picked up another one. So here it is. It's not new, second hand. It's got a few bits and pieces on it, but it's in a much better condition than the other one. Got a little mark here, even got the cap here. That's missing on the other bumper. Just needs a good clean up, good polish to see whatever else needs touching up, because obviously there is some marks that need touching up, like there's one there. So I'll polish that through all over and then just touch it in a little bit. And I think I saw on the end there. So yeah, it's not perfect, guys, I'm not saying that, but much better condition. And that cost me £120. So yeah, that's the front. Once we get that front bumper off, that's that done. Swap it over, clean it up, job done. And then all we've got to do is do the back. Get this back bumper off, get that. That's gonna have to go to the body shop. I'm not doing that. So basically it'll go to the body shop, he'll pull that out, he'll straighten that out pretty quickly, hopefully. I'll get another bumper, and then it's a case of, it does need painting around this area. Once he's done this work, it will need painting. So not a lot, but it'll take it, the painting will have to go up here a little bit. So, but whilst he's doing that, I might as well sort of get him to sort of do this corner here. See that there? Mind you, that's just rubbing off. Hold on. Yeah, no, it's not coming off. So yeah, I'm going to get him to sort of do that and get rid of these scratches here as well. You might as well just do this quarter. See what else is all about. But tyres are like brand new. Are they matching? Actually, let's have a quick check. Hancock. Nah, Avion. Nah, they're not matching. But they all new. They're all new. The two rear ones don't match. This one. Yeah, no, they're all different tyres, all round, all 4 different tyres, but really good tread on all the tyres. So I don't have to touch that. I'll check the brakes, go all over it, just do my normal stuff, guys. Just go all over the car, just make sure it's going to be a nice, serviceable, reliable, sort of fixed car for someone. And it's a nice little 1.2 petrol engine. So at the minute, people are going mad for these cars. Really cheap petrol engines because of the ultra low emission zone. The ULEZ is being pushed out to the M25. So no one can drive into the M25 if you're driving a car from, you can go in there from a 2006 petrol engine car or a 2016 onwards diesel car. So yeah, everyone, this is a 2009 petrol car. So people are going to be swapping all their crappy old cars that live inside the M25 for cars that they can drive around in, just at their house. It's unbelievable. But that's what's happening. And I'm sort of going to be sort of looking for these kind of cars. Like I said to you guys, I didn't intentionally get this car. I didn't go on there thinking, right, let me see if I can find a KA. That's not what I do, yeah? If a car comes up, which I think, do you know what? No one's bidding on it. I'll watch it on the day because that's what I do. I can watch it during the day, every auction, because I'm here on the laptop watching the auctions as they're live. And that's the good thing about what I do with this workshop, is that I can do that. So I'm watching it live and it just went 400 quid. I couldn't believe it. I was like, really? Okay, all right. Well, if that's what it is, that's what it is. I'll get it. And if those kind of cars and these kind of cheap cars will come up like that, and if I buy a 2017 car, 2016 car, right, I will make exactly the same money on a car like that in profit-wise than this car here. Exactly the same. So for me, it's a no-brainer, really. Don't get me wrong, for the channel and people want to see, more high-end cars, then that's fair enough. But I'm not here to entertain other people's, what they want to see. I'm here to keep them doors open. That's what I'm here to do. If this is what it takes, then that's what's going to happen. I know a lot of you guys are going to go, yeah, you're absolutely right. I agree. Yeah, you're doing the right thing. Yeah. Just carry on what you're doing. I know a lot of people are going to do it, but I know there's going to be the odd spanner that's going to go, oh, another boring car. To those guys, I just laugh. I'm just going to send you a laughing emoji. So please, yeah, if you think it's boring, put it in the comments so I can send you a laughing emoji. Oh, that's enough, guys. I've waffled on enough. That's the introduction to the Ford KA. It's going to be a lovely little car when I'm done. I'm looking forward to getting this bumper off, getting that front bumper off, and just getting into this car, getting it clean up, and just get it ready for the next owner. So, that is going to be the end of your Saturday episode. I'm going to go home now, spend some time with the family and the kids. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in Monday's video, where we'll be finishing this off, getting it back at how it should be, all the bits and pieces on, and then we can move on to the other Fiat 500 that I've got back from the paint shop, which looks amazing. That purple colour just is unbelievable. So, that's it, guys. Take care, have a great weekend, and I'll see you Monday. Thanks for watching.